Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching a big round theory. This is our 23rd episode of the 10th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for the link in the description below. Just click on it, put a password in, and enjoy. So, last episode, interestingly, Sheldon was realising that, I'm getting a bit old, Like, I'm getting spanked playing video games, and, I think I need to challenge myself and succeed in something different. And he tried a bunch of different things, and he was failing. And Amy was like, look, is it kind of true to say that when you start something you're not very good, you kind of quit? And he was like, I'm done with this conversation, and stormed off. But it is true. And to be honest, he was trying to like kind of circus act. So he'd done a bit of magic, done a bit of juggling, tried to ride the tricycle. Is it a tricycle? What's that one wheel bike? Unicycle. And then he what was the other thing that he tried to do as well? He tried to walk on stilts. It all reminds me of circus acts, and he didn't even succeed in any of them. Succeeded in his dreams on the stilts and at the very end of the episode, but it is something that we've all got to come to terms with. As you get older, you ain't as good as you previously once was at things. Going to the gym, trying to maybe lift some weights, you realise that when you was 20, you could lift way more than you can now you're 30 or you're 40, or, you could run a 10k in this amount of time, in 55 minutes, and now you're running it in 1 hour and 10, you know what I mean? Like, it's just mad. Like, as you get older, you don't feel any different, but you notice that you are so much crapper at things than you used to be, and obviously that's what he's got to come to terms with. And, it's interesting last episode as well, Bernadette, she was basically, ribbing Howard about his magic and stuff like that. And he ended up going to her parents, speaking to her mother and seeing what she used to do as a kid and what embarrassed her. And it turns out she was a ventriloquist, and he brought a doll back. And, mate, she was actually doing it. And I thought it was really impressive. I actually thought it was very skillful. I actually liked it, even though it's kind of creeping him out a little bit. And then we had Penny and Leonard. They ended up supposedly going on a double date with Zach, who they met in the bar, and his fiance, which we never actually seen. And he offered Penny a position at his company, her experience, and obviously she's worked in the sales industry as well as working in the food industry, and he sells his menus. She wanted to take it. Leonard kind of didn't. He thought it was a bit weird that, she was going to be working with her ex-fiance and partner who he slept with. She was kind of saying, are you jealous? He was like going through his phase, and then he ended up saying, look, if you want to take it, I want you to be happy, you just go for it. She called, Zach rejected her, and the reason why, it's because his fiance was feeling the exact same as Leonard, but instead of supporting, she was the one that rejected it. So it was interesting actually to see it from both sides. But, Leonard didn't do anything wrong in my personal opinion. Penny kind of was happy with him because he actually let her go and potentially do what she wanted to do. And Leonard ended up coming out as a small little winner in that one. But thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Champagne, and for the world's tallest second grader, apple juice.
No bendy straw, some party.
Thank you all for your support while we worked on our Air Force project. And please know that we could not have done it without you.
Yeah, you guys did this all on your own.
Without me.
To success without Raj.
We test it, perfect it, and hope to live long enough to see the movie based on our lives starring more attractive versions of us.
Leonard Hofstetter, access granted.
I don't care if this thing's burning out my retinas. It makes me feel special. Where is everything?
Who else has access to this room?
It's a secure lab in a classified facility. Only the U.S. government and us.
But the movie did just get good.
Do you reckon that they've pulled it because they feel like they've finished with the project? Or, well, do you know what? Imagine, did they sign a contract? Imagine that. They never signed a contract. They've done the work. They give the military the plans, and then boom, gone. Nah, we didn't. They don't know who you are. Never seen you before. What are you talking about? You work for us. Where's your proof? Have you got it? No, I don't think so. I mean, what are you talking about, this system? We haven't got it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what the card that they pull in.
Sir, I'm sorry, but I just don't get it. You came into our lab in the middle of the night and took our prototype and all of our research and didn't even tell us?
Sounds like you get it.
Where did you move it?
I can't tell you that.
Are you implementing phase 2?
I can't tell you that.
This is all very upsetting.
I'm sorry to hear that. As you know, the primary focus of the United States military is people's feelings.
Think I found a place to live.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Really? You kept sending me apartment listings. Bert has a room for rent.
So you're gonna be roommates with Bert?
No, it's pretty private, actually. It's over his garage.
good for you. I actually have a little news myself.
Okay, we're just gonna circle back to when he's moving out. Okay, that's cool.
I was asked to be a visiting researcher at Princeton. Thing is, I'll be gone for a few months, and I don't know how Sheldon's gonna feel about that.
Oh, come on, he's a grown man. He can take care of himself.
You really believe that?
Innit?
Once again,
He'll be
you got
back in
me.
that apartment, innit? He'll be back over there.
Now, I have a good mind to stop paying my taxes. It's too bad I enjoy doing them so much.
Yo.
The Air Force did it again.
It actually
Third
don't
floor,
look...
wrong
Yeah, I was going to say, it actually don't look like their apartment.
If anyone's gonna clean out your apartment and disappear, it'd be Penny.
Okay, everything's here.
Hey, what's going on?
You won't believe it. The military confiscated our project.
Sheldon, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Can we just talk about something else?
Yeah, what's going on with you guys?
Amy's got some news.
Raj is moving out.
So, did you tell him about Princeton yet?
No, I'm waiting till he's in a good mood.
Oh, sweetie, you might not live that long.
I apologize for exceeding my allotted bathroom time. Apparently, grief can make one less regular.
Well, maybe this will cheer you up. I made your favorite oatmeal. Plain.
What's the occasion?
No occasion.
What's the
I just
occasion?
wanted to do something nice for you.
Now, I don't know how I ever got by without you.
That's sweet, but you did just fine on your own.
I thought that too, but I've come to realize I am completely dependent on you. Tasteless.
You know, what you need to do is put this Air Force project behind you and just dive into something new. I mean, let's say we succeed in proving that our consciousness creates reality. I mean, what will we have really accomplished? You know, a loaf of bread's still $3.
You're always saying you want to spend more time with me.
That is true. I have said that.
Well, a lot. It's very annoying.
I was offered a summer research fellowship at Princeton.
The place where Albert Einstein taught. That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Well, I haven't accepted it yet. I wanted to talk to you first.
What is there to talk about? You have to take it. It's important. I may have lost my guidance system and my girlfriend, but I still have a colon full of yesterday's meals to keep me company. Although thanks to your high-fiber breakfast, I'm sure that'll be leaving me too.
To be fair, though, you got to say fair play to Sheldon. You know, he actually put somebody else's needs above his own, and that's a big step for him. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I always talk about his slow progression and stuff like that, but the only reason I acknowledge it with him is because we've had so many seasons of him being selfish. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? I got used to him being a selfish character, and that's his whole persona, and like, sometimes it becomes the norm. You know what I mean? So then when he does something kind of out of character, you kind of notice it a bit, and you know, you address it. And here, you know, he clearly would rather her stay. You know what I mean? And he's obviously going through a little bit of a tough time right now, and you know, even though he's kind of going through that, he's still saying to Eamon, this is a big opportunity. I don't want you to not do it, and you should go and accept it and do what you need to do. And, you know, you got to say fair play and respect it. And also, you know, you might think it's a big joke about the oatmeal being plain and boring, but, like, people actually do like that. I love mine with a bit of honey or syrup, you know what I mean? Like, golden syrup is lovely stuff. But people do like it, you know. I used to know somebody who used to have shakes, you know, like, let's just say a protein shake. You get them all different flavours nowadays. Chocolate, vanilla, you know, whatever you want, you know, blueberry. He used to pick one that had no flavour, and it literally tasted kind of like dirt, like a grassy. I can't really... And I was like, why do you have that? And he's like, his response was, because it feels natural, it's earthy, you know what I mean? It makes me feel like putting the good stuff in. And I was like, mate, I totally understand what you're saying, but like, why would you deprive yourself of the amazing flavours for something that feels like that? But that's how people are, do you know what I mean? Everybody's so different.
Put raisins or banana slices or anything in it.
See what I mean?
I don't think plain oatmeal was the point of that story. Oh no, Sheldon's so vulnerable right now.
Oh, come on. Look, if the roles are reversed, he'd be on the first train to New Jersey.
The last time my big project ended for Howie, he wouldn't stop following me around. He even went with me to get a mammogram.
Well, what's wrong with that?
No, he wanted to get one with me, like some kind of weird couples massage. Excited about this opportunity, right?
Of course, I get to be part of the first team to use radon markers to map the structures.
Okay, a simple yes will do. Your relationship can handle being long distance for a while. It's not like you two are very physical.
You left something at home. A big hug. I found it right next to these kisses.
He's well needy, it looks
Are you
like.
excited to have your own place again?
I am, but I'll miss you guys.
We'll miss you too. What are you doing?
I'm playing sad harmonica in an apartment as empty as my heart.
Amy's only gone for a few months. And now that I'm moving out, your old room is empty. So you can stay there whenever you want.
Can I talk to you in the hall for a second? Yeah, sure.
No, you can't.
Yesterday I had an Air Force project, a girlfriend who lived with me, and my good friend Raj right across the hall.
Your girlfriend was given an amazing opportunity, which gives you an opportunity to show her that you're a loving and supportive boyfriend. You and Amy.
Can I get my stuff? Sounds like it's gonna be a while.
Whenever you're between projects, you tend to get a little insecure.
I'm sorry.
Okay, stop.
Excuse me, but what did you do when you worked on that allergy drug for 2 years and the FDA shut down your project?
I signed us up for ballroom dance class.
What did you do when they took you off the antifungal team?
We need us to have a baby. Bring it in.
Now the movie just got rated R.
You going somewhere?
No, but you are. So I got you this as a present. Some quality luggage. The salesman said it could survive a plane crash, so...
Does it mean you're okay with me going?
Well, I'm not looking forward to it, but it is a wonderful opportunity, and you need to take it. I know it's not your birthday, but if you're interested...
I am.
Okay. I'm not being intimate with you in order to keep you from going. If you find yourself 3,000 miles away and craving a hit of this, I can't Skype it to you.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
All right, then.
What if we don't fold our clothes at all?
Or what if we fold them?
Well, here's your key back.
Thank you.
As soon as I have the place set up, I'm gonna have you guys over.
Oh, we would love that.
Pretty low place in my life, and if it wasn't for friends like you,
My goodness, that form of stimulation is highly efficient.
I can't compete with that. Bye.
We give them their privacy.
I want to, but I don't think I can.
Whoopee!
Okay, I'm good now.
I've been doing a little research on New Jersey, and I was delighted to learn that their chief agricultural product is sod.
Do you think it's possible you might enjoy being on your own for a little while?
It's hard to say. I've never really lived by myself. You'll text me when you arrive at the airport,
I will.
when you're at the gate.
Uh-huh.
And if you see any actors from Game of Thrones in first class, avoid the whole good morning, good afternoon minefield. Let's just say hello. Oh, and one last thing. If you find yourself working with a male scientist who's as smart as me and has hair like Thor, well, then I want you to step away from the situation and call me immediately.
You know, that kind of conversation from him was displaying jealousy, as we was talking about last episode. I thought he was going to say, you know, nobody could be as clever as me. That's what I thought he was actually going to say, because that would have been kind of the old Sheldon. Do you know what I mean? However, he is more intimate. He is engaging. He is a bit of a soppy one now, isn't he, in the relationship, as he was saying here. You know, she does everything for him. He didn't realise how much he needs her, etc., etc. And, you know, it's actually nice to see, you know, they've been in a relationship for time now, honestly. Pretty much ever since he was introduced, season, what is it, 4? Or something like that. And it's just made his character so much better. You know what I mean? He stayed his kind of strange little self, but it's also added layers to him. You know, he is that onion that you can keep peeling back and finding different things. And, you know, I actually do feel like bringing Amy into the show just absolutely elevated his character to the next level. I also feel like Amy was a perfect casting, to be honest. She's very similar to him, but likes the outgoing lifestyle as well, unlike Sheldon, and she's kind of brought him out a little bit more as well to engage in different social events. And the fact that she's kind of always seeked as well to be, say, popular, and latched onto Penny and brought her in, and that we've now got a girl group and a boy, you know, like the boy group, so to speak. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's much better. And I feel like, again, we're talking about bringing characters in and progressing them going forward. You know, you would never have potentially seen Sheldon in the first 2 seasons doing something like this today, where he put somebody else over himself. You know what I mean? She had this position, and he used to be self-centered and talk about him, and it's all about me, it's all about Sheldon, and what can I do, and what can I get out of it. And this didn't help me, so I don't want to be involved. But look at it here, you know, it's assessed the situation. He knows that this is a big opportunity for his girlfriend. He knows that this is something that she's always wanted to do, and she can make a leaps and bounds in science and, you know, make a difference. And you know, he's not put his own needs first, he's put somebody else's. And I think that's great progression. I enjoyed the episode, and you know, he had a little bit of fun before he went as well. So all rounder, it was good from Sheldon. I did enjoy it. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So disappointing with this whole military storyline, if I'm being totally honest. I'm massively disappointed with it. Honestly, it's like I've mentioned it before with the baby. To be honest, I feel like that is kind of a disappointing storyline. And that's just my personal opinion, and I feel like this one is. I think, was it the end of last season, was making a big massive deal about it. They asked for the extension, they got it. We kind of worked on it for a couple of episodes at the start of the season, then just absolutely disappeared. I feel like we had some, I don't know, like a storyline or something to strive towards, or something that they could be successful for, and we could get accolades and they can get this Nobel Prize or whatever. You know what I mean? I just felt like it was a team effort. It was good. They was all working together. It was some importance, and it was something to do with work, which obviously we hardly even see them do, if I'm being totally honest. And I was excited for it, and I mean, it's just all the excitement, all the fun has just been ripped and sucked out of it. And, you know, I suppose it details the hard truth of what potentially happens in real life as well. I wonder how many people have been in situations where they created something and the government want to come and say, I want a piece of that, mate. You know, get working for us, do this design. It's going to be amazing. You get to a point where they say, we can take it from here. And they just absolutely just eliminate anything and everything in terms of any evidence that you was associated with it, and that's it, you're off it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually feel sorry for them all, I really, really do, and I'm disappointed with the storyline that we got as a viewer, because, I mean, it wasn't impactful. It didn't really make any difference to the storyline, and I was actually excited and looking forward to what's potentially going to happen. I mean, the best thing that we got from the show in terms of work is how we're going to space, which was great, honestly, it was. But apart from that, you know what I mean, we've not really had any kind of success, and I feel like this was really it. And I'm actually kind of sad that it's been dealt with this way, and it's kind of been ripped out from underneath him, to be honest. He was so happy at the start of the episode, all around with champagne, loving it, moving on to the next stage, and then obviously it's just been the rug's been pulled right out from underneath him, and he got nothing to show for it. No, you know, like no accolades, no grants, no money, nothing. They've just gone, and it's like it never existed, and kind of sad for him for that. Also, Raj is moving out. You know, he's found a place. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed with the Raj bit as well. The fact that his new place is now above the garage at Bert's. You know, he had the chance to be in the garage at Howard's and he didn't. He chose it to be in an apartment, in a spare room in Leonard's, to then move out of that, to go back to a garage at Bert's. I just don't kind of get it. You know what I mean? Like, why was he so quick to try to usher him out of the apartment? Was he doing something wrong? I don't know. Like, both of them was really happy that he was gone. When I was watching it a couple of episodes back, he was absolutely vibing and loving it and having a great time with Penny. So I don't know what's happened there. And I feel like we've just missed an absolute trick when 3A downstairs is fully unoccupied. There's nothing in there. And it's not as if that Raj shouldn't be able to afford it as well. I understand that his dad was paying quite a bit for his apartment when he lived on his own previously, but Penny managed to sustain her own apartment inside that same complex building on the wage at the Cheesecake Factory. So it's not as if like it's ridiculously out of his reach, and the guy's a scientist, you know what I mean? And is it an astrophysicist, and he's working at the university? I feel like he's making decent enough money to be able to afford, you know, like a room in the same building as Penny did. And how good would it be that he's actually there? He's just a floor below. That's it. You know, he could be around every day, still being as involved as he was. And but I don't think we've gone and took that approach. Obviously, Amy's going away. I'm excited to see obviously what she does. Hope that she's not away from the show, but we see her actually doing some research. You know, Leonard spent some time away. He's been on the boat. You know, we're seeing him a little bit. We're seeing these guys go to the Antarctica and do some research there. So doesn't have to mean that because she's not in the region of these guys that we don't actually see her on the screen. And I mean, we've done it before where Howard's been in space and he's only been in for 2 episodes and he's back or whatever. You know, it don't have to be a longevity period of time as well. But hopefully it's success for her. She gets what she wants out of it and it all works and goes to plan. And like I said, Sheldon's on board now, so I'm happy about that as well. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, it really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.